Hello friends, and in today's lecture we will be discussing about the complex interplay of the various hormones inside the body, because these are the lectures going on assisted reproductive technology, that is ART, and amongst that one of the topics happens to be controlled ovarian stimulation. You need a controlled stimulation for the simple reason that you want a cohort of follicles to grow together and mature together so that there could be an oocyte retrieval at a particular time, and that technique is to be utilized to the maximum benefit. We will be going and discussing about each of these techniques later on in different lectures, but today's lecture is exclusively dedicated in understanding the complex interplay of hormones, which are the main pillar, the most important aspect of understanding the ART. Now, I've tried to divide this lecture, like I always do in all my lectures, into different portions. First of all, we'll try and understand what are gonadotropins, what is the meaning of GnRH agonists, GnRH antagonists, a little bit about the brand names and the different availability of each of these. Gonadotropins to be discussed separately, GnRH and agonists, which are available in the market, through which route can we give, they come in which form, ampule, vial, this is like basic, to make you understand. And GnRH antagonists, what all brands are available, how can we give those brands, so on and so forth. And then the basic element of controlled ovarian stimulation, it is divided into subpoints, and then finally the different protocols which are available, which is the most lengthy of all the lectures. So without wasting any further time, let's first start regarding the mechanism of what exactly I'm trying to tell you in brief. See, you know that this is the hypothalamus, okay? Hypothalamus is the one which releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone, GnRH. This actually stimulates the anterior pituitary, which finally secretes the FSH and LH hormones, which are your gonadotropins. We call FSH and LH the gonadotropins. This FSH and LH, they act on the ovary, and of course it's responsible for many functions. For example, follicular recruitment, follicular maturation, LH surge release in final ovulation, and of course the production of various hormones, estrogen and progesterone from the body. These are the final end products, the end the hormones which are responsible for various things. But as far as follicular recruitment is concerned, follicular maturation is concerned, dwindling of follicle again is concerned, that is all under the control of the gonadotropin. So basically FSH and LH happen to be gonadotropins. That means if I'm giving GnRH agonists, what will happen? GnRH antagonist, what is going to happen? And finally, if I substitute gonadotropins, what is the likely effect? Now remember one thing, that it's not exactly as it seems. When you give GnRH agonist, see, when I'm talking about the protocols, it has GnRH agonist protocol also and GnRH antagonist protocol also. When I'll get to that, I'll try to explain you, because over here you will get confused. What I'm just trying to tell in this particular lecture is I'm trying to emboss the basic physiology which you know from a long time, but I'm just trying to refresh it because it will help you understand this chapter better. So this is the complex interplay. These are the hormones which are responsible. Finally, we are not right now looking at estrogen and progesterone. We are mostly going to concentrate here because our emphasis is trying to understand follicular recruitment, follicular maturation, and later on maybe oocyte retrieval, at least a good mature follicles we need, and as much as possible. So basically our emphasis will be till here. Okay, that was about the mechanism. In the next lecture we're going to talk about the different agents available.